In celebration of the 50th anniversary of Sydney Bank's Enlightenment experience, individuals have been impacted by the three principles understanding and are sharing their insights and stories of transformation. Marlene Cameron was introduced to this understanding by a colleague 4 years ago. There was something about this so compelling that made her stop searching for anything else, as she felt this was the answer. Hi, Marlene. Thank you for being
Hi.
here. So, could you briefly share with us what your life looked like before you had your first or few insights around this? How did it change for you? How was it like before?
Before I came to the three principles, I experienced a lot of anxiety and self-doubt. I'd always done very well academically. I had successful career and successful business. But there was always this nagging feeling that I wasn't quite enough and I could have done better. And if I did something well, it's like, so what? And I learned I had kind of like the classic symptoms of something that has been referred to as imposter syndrome. So it's it had me comparing myself with others and wondering if I needed more education, more degrees, more certifications, more diplomas. And so I was just constantly on this search to improve myself. And so that brought me to a field of working with my clients and helping them manage their overwhelm and their stress and their emotions, but doing it by trying to kind of manipulate their emotional experiences. And so when I came to this understanding, I saw something completely differently.
Brilliant. Um, and was there a particular insight or insights that you would say really were the change for you, or you could tell, oh wow, this is this is really changing my life?
I believe there were two. The first one was the understanding that our emotions are a response to our thoughts in the moment. And so emotions are there to inform, to guide, to let us know kind of where we've gone off in our thinking. And and I didn't have to kind of fix how I felt. If I left it alone and I started experimenting with it, if I felt anxious or a little nervous about something, what if I did nothing and just be curious about, how that evolved? And I was always surprised how quickly I came back to feeling like, oh, like I'm feeling fine and, I'm feeling optimistic and I can handle this. So that was a revelation that emotions were my friends and not something I had to kind of deal with or manage or have them go away. So that was very freeing because then I could be more at peace with how I felt in every moment and knowing that it was temporary and transient. But the second one, I think, was even a bigger insight because I was so um, focused on being a high achiever, being successful, or having all the answers, was the reality that we have this innate wisdom and this idea that I didn't have to figure out everything myself. I didn't have to know everything. I didn't have to keep cramming more and more and more information into my brain in order to be able to deal with things or have the answers or even guide or inform my clients. And so that was when I saw that I decided to make wisdom my business partner. Like this, I can rely on this this infinite intelligence to guide, to inform, to even nudge me sometimes. And so that I would have to say that was a huge relief. I didn't have to do it all my own on my own.
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you. So, and So, how has your life changed and your practice since gaining a new understanding based on the three principles?
Well, my life has changed to feeling a lot. I trust more in life. It's like I don't have to kind of manage it or control it or plan or scheme or I could just kind of like go with life and see see what life brings to me rather than me trying to manipulate what it should look like. And in terms of my practice, it was really seeing that my clients have this innate wisdom too, that it wasn't up to me to tell them what to do or uh, um, you know, because often we think about in coaching that, you know, the coach brings all of these great ideas and it's like, no, that the client has that. And I always knew that when I took my coaching training that the client has the answers, but this brought this to a whole new level of understanding. This like they and their wisdom have the answers and and so what comes through them is meant for them. What comes through me is meant for me. And so, you know, it's my wisdom is not for them. My role is to help them recognize that and kind of tune into that deeper inner knowing that we all have.
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, how do you see this understanding change in the field of mental health and our understanding of the human spirit?
What I would really like to see, you know, the huge impact of this understanding could make on our mental health and well-being is this recognition that we are experiencing thoughts in the moment. And there's so much emphasis now on, you know, trauma and PTSD and um, uh, that I would really love to see people being freed of that they would know within themselves that yes, that they were difficult or upsetting or very frightening experiences, but it didn't impact who they were in their essence. That we have this ability for this innate resilience and this ability to kind of bounce back from difficult situations and live fully in the present moment as if none of that ever happened. You know, it's no way impacted our capacity for our potential, for aliveness, for ability to love and trust other people. And so that would be, I really share in Sydney Banks' wish that this really would change the world and that people would see that they have this innate well-being and this their true essence is absolutely one of being able to experience life without any fear of their experiences or having to um, you know, fix anything they've experienced. So yeah, so that's how I feel. It just I can see it as being such a freeing understanding that we're all okay.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing this. And well, it's beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.